Question number 22. A wire of length 28 meter is to be cut into two pieces. One of the pieces is to be made into a square and the other into a circle. What should be the length of the two pieces such that the combined area of the square and the circle is minimum? Now let us solve question number 22. So here we are having a wire of length 28 meters. So this is a wire of length 28 meters. Suppose AB is of 28 meters and it is to be broken into two parts. First is made to be made into a square and the second one is to be made into a circle. Suppose here let us break at AC and let this be X, and the remaining will be of course 28 minus X. So we make AC is to be made into a square. So let AC be converted into a square. Let AC be converted into a square. Converted into a square. Therefore, we will have x equal to 4 into side of the square. Now, 4 into side of square. So, from this we will get the side of square. Therefore, side of square equal to x by 4, and therefore area of the square will be equal to side square, that is x square by 16. So let this be first one, and now will be converting 28 minus x, that is BC. BC is converted into a circle. BC is converted into a circle. BC is converted into a circle. So what will happen? BC will be equal to, therefore BC will be equal to the perimeter of the circle. BC equal to perimeter of the circle. Perimeter of the circle. So therefore we will be getting 28 minus x equal to 2 pi r. So this will give us, therefore r equal to 28 minus x over 2 pi, and therefore we can say that area of the circle is equal to pi r square. So that is pi into 28 minus x over 2 pi whole square. Let A equal to combined area of combined area of let A equal to combined area of square and circle. Therefore we have A equal to x square by 16 plus pi into 28 minus x over 2 pi whole square. So this is our area of square, and the second part is the area of circle. So area of circle. So next we will find dA by dx. So dA by dx equal to 1 by 16 is a constant. Differentiation of x square will give us 2x plus same here pi into 1 by 4 pi square, because the square of 1 by 2 pi will become 1 by 4 pi square, and then we will differentiate 28 minus x whole square. So that will give us into 2 into 28 minus x, and then we will differentiate 28 minus x. So that will become minus 1. Now for maxima or minima, we know that dA by dx should be equal to 0, but first let us simplify this further. Therefore dA by dx is equal to x by 8, and here also this 2 and 4 can be simplified, right here 2, and so we will be getting plus, also this pi and pi square is this, so we will be getting 1 by 2 pi 28 minus x into minus 1. Now for maxima or minima, we know that dA by dx should be equal to 0. For maxima or minima, dA by dx equal to 0. Therefore, you will be getting x by 8 minus 28 minus x over 2 pi equal to 0. Simplifying this, we will be getting x by 8 equal to 28 minus x over 2 pi, and here we are having on both sides we can multiply with 2. So multiplying both sides by 2, we will be getting x by 4 equal to 28 minus x over pi. Now we have to obtain the value of x. For that we will cross multiply it. We will be getting pi x equal to 28 into 4. So 8 into 4 is 32. 3 carried over. 4 into 2 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. So we will get 112 minus 4x. So simplifying, now bringing all x terms to the left, we will be getting pi x plus 4x equal to 112. So taking x common, therefore x into pi plus 4 equal to 112, and this will give us the value of x. Let us find the value of x. This will give us x equal to 112 over pi plus 4. So this is the value of x which we are getting, and now we will find the second derivative of a, and in that we will put this value of x and check whether a is in that case maximum or minimum. So let us differentiate this dA by dx one more time so that we get the second derivative of a. So let this be 1. So differentiating 1, both sides with respect to x, we have, so what we will be having here is d square a by dx square equal to, here 1 by 8 is constant and difference of x is 1. So we will be getting 1 by 8 plus 1 by 2 pi, that is also constant, and 28 minus x. So difference of 28 is 0 and difference of minus x is minus 1. So minus 1, and here also we are having minus 1. So overall we are getting d square a by dx square equal to, this will give us 1 by 8 minus minus plus 1 by 2 pi, and this is greater than 0. So now here there is no value of x, therefore even at x equal to 112 over pi plus 4, the second derivative of a will be positive only, it will not change. Therefore d square a over dx square at x equal to 112 over pi plus 4 will be greater than 0. Therefore a is minimum when x equal to 112 over pi plus 4. So therefore length of the wire from which the square is made, from which the square is made, is equal to x, equal to 112 over pi plus 4, and length of the wire from which the circle is made, from which the circle is made, is equal to 28 minus x, and that is equal to 28 minus 112 over pi plus 4, and simplifying this will give us equal to 28 into pi plus 4 minus 112 over pi plus 4, and that is equal to 28 pi plus 112 minus 112 over pi plus 4. So these two will be cancelled out and we will be getting equal to 28 pi over pi plus 4. So therefore, length of the wire from which the circle is made will be 28 pi over pi plus 4 centimeter, and the length of the wire from which the square is made, that will be 112 over pi plus 4 centimeter. So this is complete. Question number 23. Prove that the volume of the largest cone that can be inscribed in a sphere of radius capital R is 8 by 27 of the volume of the sphere. So here we are having a sphere of radius capital R. Inside that there is a volume, and we have to prove that the volume of the largest cone that can be made inside the sphere will be 8 by 27 of the volume of the sphere. So let's start doing this one. Here capital R equal to radius of sphere, and let small r equal to radius of cone, radius of the cone, and let small x equal to distance from the center of the sphere, distance from the center of the sphere, from the center of the sphere to the base of the cone, the base of the cone. So that is x, and let v equal to volume of cone, and let v1 equal to volume of sphere, volume of sphere. Now here we will find first v. So v is, we know that volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. So 1 by 3 pi, our r is small r, so r square into h. H is capital R plus x, r plus x, that we can see from the figure. Now here there are two variables, one is small r, one is small x. So what we can do to we can convert this in one variable only by using Pythagoras theorem in triangle ODC. So that is what we will do. V equal to 1 by 3 pi small r square, we can write as capital R square minus x square into r plus x. Why? Because in triangle ODC, in right triangle ODC, what we are having is, in right triangle ODC, capital R square is equal to x square plus r square. How? By applying Pythagoras theorem. So here Pythagoras theorem, that will give us capital R square equal to r square plus x square. We have v equal to 1 by 3 pi r square minus x square into r plus x. So now let us simplify it. So this will give us, therefore v equal to 1 by 3 pi r square into r, that will give us r cube plus r square x, then minus x square r and minus x cube. And for maxima or minima, we know that we have to differentiate the function, so we will find here dv by dx, because the only variable is x. So dv by dx equal to 1 by 3 pi, first one is a constant, so it will become 0, and difference of r square x will get r square minus 2xr minus 3x square. So for maxima or minima, for maxima or minima, for maxima or minima, we know that dv by dx should be 0. dv by dx equal to 0. Therefore, 1 by 3 pi r square minus 2xr minus 3x square, that will be equal to 0. Now 1 by 3 pi is a constant, therefore we will be getting r square minus 2xr minus 3x square equal to 0. Now splitting the middle term, we will have r square minus 3xr plus xr minus 3x square equal to 0. Now from the first two terms we can take out r common, so we will get here r minus 3x plus from the third and fourth term we can take out x common, so remaining will be r minus 3x and that is equal to 0. So simplifying this further, we will get r plus x into r minus 3x equal to 0. Therefore, r plus x equal to 0, or we will get r minus 3x equal to 0. So this will give us x equal to minus r. So x means the distance from the center of the sphere to the base of the cone. So that is not possible. This is not possible. So which is not possible. Which is not possible. Therefore, what we will have is r equal to 3x or x equal to r by 3. So we are getting x equal to r by 3. Now next, we know that to check whether v is maximum or minimum, we will have to find the second derivative of v. So we can take this as 1. Differentiating 1 respect to x, we have d square v by dx square equal to pi by 3 is constant, so it will remain as it is, and difference of r square is 0. So here we will get minus 2xr. Differentiation of this will be 2r because x, difference of x is 1 and 2r is a constant. So minus 2r will get, and for this we will get second part, that is minus 3x square, we will get minus 6x. Now from both the terms we can take out minus 2 common. So we will be getting d square v by dx square equal to minus 2 pi over 3. So here what will remain is r plus 3x. So this is our d square v by dx square, and you can see that x is here r by 3, which is positive. So on putting x as r by 3 here, the value of d square v by dx square will be negative. So that means v is maximum when x equal to r by 3. So let us go in the next page now. So we had d square v by dx square equal to minus 2 pi over 3 into r plus 3x, and we have to find the second order derivative of v at x equal to r by 3. Therefore, d square v by dx square when x equal to r by 3 will be equal to minus 2 pi by 3 r plus 3 into, putting the value of x here, we will get 3 into r by 3, and this will give us, this 3 and 3 cancel out. So we will have equal to minus 2 pi by 3, r plus r is 2r, so into 2r. Therefore, we will get d square v by dx square when x equal to r by 3, and that is equal to minus 4 pi r by 3, and here this quantity, that is 4 pi r by 3, is positive. So positive into negative is negative. So this will be less than 0. Therefore, we can say that V is maximum. V is maximum when x equal to r by 3. Therefore, volume of cone V when it is maximum, is equal to V equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h, and we know what is the value of in that h. So therefore, V equal to 1 by 3 pi. Our r square was in terms of here in the figure we have seen that our r square was capital R square minus x square. So this was our small r square, and into h. So h is that is the height. So that was r plus x. This we can see from the earlier page. So here we are having V equal to 1 by 3 pi r square minus x square into r plus x, and here we are having the Pythagoras theorem, r square, capital R square equal to x square plus r square. So here now we'll put the value of x as r by 3 to get the maximum volume of the cone. Therefore, V equal to 1 by 3 pi r square minus our x is r by 3. So square of that will be r square by 9 into r plus x is r by 3. So r by 3, and this will give us therefore V equal to 1 by 3 pi 9 square minus r square. So that is into 8 r square by 9 into 3r plus r, that is 4r by 3. So simplifying this, we'll be getting, this is 3. So this will give us therefore V equal to 1 by 3 pi. Now 8 into 4 is 32. So into 32 r cube over, this will give us 9 into 3, that is 27. So we are having V equal to 1 by 3 into pi into 32 into r cube over 27. Now what is V1? V1 is the volume of sphere. V1 equal to volume of sphere. We have taken V1 as the volume of sphere. So let us find the ratio of V by V1. Therefore, V by V1 equal to, V is the maximum volume of the cone. So 1 by 3 into pi into 32 into r cube over 27. And what is V1? That is the volume of the sphere. So volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube, because r is capital R is the radius of the sphere. So pi and pi will be cancelled out, r cube and r cube cancel out, and so this 3 and 3 cancel out. So what we are getting here is therefore V by V1 equal to 32 over 27 into 1 by 4. So this is what we are getting, and on simplification of this, because this whole is V1, so we will be getting therefore V by V1 equal to 32 and 4. So 4 will cancel, 32 will get 8 by 27. Therefore V equal to 8 by 27 into V1, that is the maximum volume of the cone is equal to 8 by 27, the volume of the sphere. Therefore, maximum volume of cone equal to 8 by 27 into volume of sphere. So, this is our proof. Question number 26. Show that the semi-vertical angle of right circular cone of given surface area and maximum volume is sine inverse 1 by 3. So, here we have a cone and let the semi-vertical angle be alpha, height be h, L with the slant height, R with the radius, and we'll take capital S as surface area of the cone. So, let S equal to surface area of the cone and L equal to slant height. L equal to slant height, H equal to height of the cone, slant height of the cone, and R equal to radius of the cone. Now, and let V equal to volume of the cone. Now we know that volume of the cone is V equal to 1 by 3 pi R square H. So here what is given to us? Let this be 1. Here S equal to, we know the total surface area of a cone is pi R L plus pi R square. So from here let us find the value of L. So therefore S minus pi R square over pi R, that will be equal to L. So this is the value of L. Now from this we know that in a cone L square equal to R square plus S square. So from this we can get the value of H. So H will be, therefore H equal to root of L square minus R square. So let this be 2. So now taking the help of 2, we will get the value of H in terms of R, because here in first one we have two variables R and H, and we know for differentiation only one variable is required. So we'll rewrite this question number 1 in terms of R with the help of 2 and this H. So H equal to, in place of L we'll put 2. So H equal to S minus pi R square over pi R and square of this minus R square, and then we'll take root of this. So this is our H. Now we'll substitute, suppose this is 3, we'll put 3 in 1. So putting 3 in 1, we have V equal to 1 by 3 pi R square into H, and H was our S minus pi R square over pi R whole square minus R square. Now we know that for finding maximum or minimum, we have to first of all find the derivative of the function. If you find here dv by dr, here square root is there, it will be, calculation work will be more. So instead of that, we will remove this square root by taking the square of v. So let us take another function. Let z equal to v square. Therefore, z equal to 1 by 9 pi square into r raised to 4, and in the square root will disappear and we will be getting here s minus pi r square over pi r whole square minus r square. So this will be our z. Now let us simplify this one. We will be getting z equal to 1 by 9 pi square into r raised to 4. Here we will be applying the formula of a minus b whole square. So this will be s square plus pi square r raised to 4 minus 2 pi s r square minus pi square, and this will become r square, so it will become r raised to 4 over pi square r raised to square. So pi square and pi square cancel out, and also r raised to 4 will be divided by r square. So we will be getting, therefore z equal to r square by 9, and this will become s square, and here pi square r raised to 4 minus pi square r raised to 4 both cancel out. So this will become s square plus s square, this will be minus 2 pi s r square. And if we keep it like this, then when we differentiate z, we will have to use f into g rule. So it's better we multiply r square with all the terms inside the bracket. Therefore, z equal to s square into r square by 9 minus 2 pi s into r raised to 4 by 9. So now for maxima or minima, we will have to differentiate z. So therefore, dz by dr equal to s square by 9 is constant, so it will keep as it is. Difference of r square is into 2r minus 2 pi s over 9, that is constant. Differentiation of r is to 4 into 4 r cube. Therefore, we will be getting dz by dr equal to 2 s square by 9 into r minus, this will become 8 pi s by 9 into r cube. Now for maxima or minima, for maxima or minima, we must have dz by dr equal to 0. So dz by dr equal to 0. So therefore 2s square by 9 into r minus 8 pi s over 9 into r cube equal to 0. So this will give us, therefore 2s square over 9 into r equal to 8 pi s over 9 into r square. So this 9 and 9 will cancel out both sides, and r and rs cancel out. Then this we are having here 2s square equal to 8 pi s into r cube. So this 2 and 8 will cancel, 2 will cancel, 8 will be getting here 4, and 1 s will be also cancelled out. So therefore simplifying this, we will be getting s equal to 4 pi r square. Therefore s equal to 4 pi r square. Now s is the total surface area of the cone, so we will be getting pi r square plus pi rl equal to 4 pi r square. Therefore this will give us pi rl equal to 3 pi r square. So simplifying this, will be getting pi rl equal to 3 pi r into r. pi r and pi r cancel both sides. So we will getting L equal to 3r. So we have got L as 3r. Now to check whether v is maximum or not, we have to find the second derivative of z. So here dz by dr equal to, let us see what is our dz by dr. So dz by dr is 2 by 9 s square into r. So 2 by 9 s square into r minus 8 pi s by 9 into r cube. So this is our dz by dr. We will differentiate one more time and then we will check whether it is positive or negative when L equal to 3r. Therefore d square z by dr square will give us equal to, here 2 by 9 s 2s square by 9 is constant, so 2s square by 9 as it is, differentiation of r is 1, so minus also 8 pi s by 9 is constant and difference of r cube is 3r square, so 3r square. So this will give us d square z by dr square equal to 2s square by 9 minus 24, so this will become 24 minus 24 pi s r square over 9. Now let us check whether this is positive or negative when L equal to 3r. So first of all we will be putting the value of s in this. So therefore d square z by dr square equal to, so now let us take out the common from both the terms first. So here we can see that 2s by 9 will be common in both, so we will take that out. So 2s by 9, here what will remain is s minus, from here we have taken 2s, so this will become 12 and this will become pi r square. So this will we get 2s by 9 has come out, from here will remaining will be s minus and remaining will be 12 pi r square. So now putting the value of s in this, because the first part is already positive, because we know that surface area is always positive, only we have to check the second part. So therefore d square z by dr square equal to 2s over 9. S we know is the total surface area of the cone, so that is pi r square plus pi r L minus 12 pi r square, and that will give us therefore d square z by dr square equal to 2s by 9. So pi r square minus 12 pi r square, that will give us minus 11 pi r square, and putting the value here pi r L minus 11 pi r square. Therefore d square z by dr square when r equal to L by 3, that is when r equal to or when L equal to 3r, equal to 2s by 9 pi r. Now let us put the value of L as 3r into 3r minus 11 pi r square. So what we are getting here is, this part is already positive, 2s by 9 is already positive, and here we will get 3 pi r square minus 11 pi r square, that will become minus 8 pi r square. So your final answer will be getting equal to 2s by 9 and 3 pi r square minus 11 pi r square, so minus 8 pi r square. If you multiply that, we will be getting minus 16 pi s r square by 9, and that is less than 0. So this is less than 0. So we can say that Z is maximum when L equal to 3R. If Z is maximum, then V will be also maximum. So V is maximum when L equal to 3R. Therefore Z is maximum when Z is maximum when L equal to 3R, or we can say that V is maximum when L equal to 3R. Therefore V is maximum when we have R by L, when R by L equal to 1 by 3. Therefore V is maximum when and we have seen that R by L is nothing but sine alpha. V is maximum when sine alpha equal to 1 by 3. So this R by L, if you see the figure, you will see that R by L is sine alpha. So sine alpha equal to 1 by 3, or we can say that therefore V is maximum when alpha equal to sine inverse 1 by 3. So this is the solution.